It is something which is very important. Why written communication is important, but oral communication also has its own advantages. There are disadvantages in both written and oral. So let us take a look at this major question, the advantages and disadvantages of written and oral communication. You can start your presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is it a group presentation, Mahi?
No, yes, ma'am, me and Gaurav.
Yeah, fine. Start. I already have. You can share your screen. Mahi, you can start.
Yes, ma'am, can I start my presentation? Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, Mahi, you
Good
can
morning,
continue.
sir.
Continue, ma'am. What ma'am you're saying?
Okay.
Continue,
Okay,
Mahi.
ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself in front of you all. I am Maya Singh, along with Gaurav. Today's topic for our presentation is advantages and disadvantages of oral and written communication. So let's start. I will throw the light on the what is oral communication, advantages and disadvantages, and the later on Gaurav will cover the portions of written communications, advantages and disadvantages. So let's start. At first, what is oral communication? Oral communication. Oral communication oral communication is transfer of information from sender to receiver by means of verbal and visual aid. Example of oral communication include presentation, speeches, and discussion. Oral communication take place in face-to-face conversation, group discussion, telephones, calls, and other circumstances in which spoken word is used to express the meaning. Now comes to the next point, advantages of oral communication. So the first advantage of oral communication is immediate feedback. The biggest advantage of oral communication that it provides immediate feedback to both sender and the receiver. Each can therefore ask for clarification and elaboration on spot. Second one is time saving. Oral communication is very fast. It saves time in involved writing the message and delivering it through the channel. And third one is economical. Oral communication saves money spent on stationery and the channel of communication. Fourth one is personal touch. Oral communication builds up a healthy climate in the organization that brings the superior and subordinate closer. Fifth, flexibility. Oral communication provides an opportunity to speaker to correct himself and make himself clear by changing his voice, pitch, tone, etc. Secrecy. Oral communication can be more easily kept confidential than written messages. All one has to do it is to ensure that there is no one within the hearing or recording distance. Group communication. Oral communication is extremely useful for communicating with groups in meeting, conferences, etc. No classroom teachers would be possible without oral communication. Last one is persuasive power. Persuasive is the process of guiding people toward the adaptations of the idea, attitude, or action by which rationally means. It relies on appeals and convincing arguments. We live in the world where persuasive oral masses are around us. The disadvantages of oral communication. First point is poor retention. First point is poor retention. The listener cannot retain oral in his memory for a long time. The speaker himself cannot recall what he actually said. Second one, no record. Oral communication does not provide any record for future reference. In the absence of any record, oral message has no legal validity. Third, time consuming. Oral communication may not always be a time saving precisely because there is no binding medium like a page or a book. This form of communication is virtually endless. Fourth, misunderstanding. Oral communication are likely to be misunderstood due to poor expression and noise. The speaker may not be able to make himself quite clear, or listener may be inactive. Fifth, lengthy messages. Oral communication is not suitable for transmission of the lengthy message. Some parts of the vital information may not receive adequate attention. Number six, lack of responsibility. Oral communication are not recorded. Therefore, it's difficult to hold a person responsibility for mistakes, inaccuracy, falsity in oral communication. So these are the disadvantages and advantages of oral communication. So now I would like to invite Gaurav to continue the further presentation.
Yeah, now on written communication. Written communication means the sending of messages, orders, or instructions in written through letters, circulars, manual, reports, telegram, bulletins, etc. Written communication is a communication by means of written symbols or sign that is communicated by or to or between people or groups. Now come to advantages of written communication. First, future reference. It provides future reference. It becomes a permanent record and beneficial for formulating new policies. Second, accurate. It is accurate. Mistakes are not likely to occur as it is open for verification and its authenticity can be checked. Third one, no physical presence. It does not require physical presence of both parties. Fourth one, remove conflicts. It usually removes conflicts and misunderstanding. Fifth one, convey message to mass. It facilitating to convey message to a large number of persons. Now come to disadvantages of written communication. No instant feedback. Unlike oral communication, written communication doesn't bring instant feedback. Second one, consume time. It takes more time in written a message as compared to word of mouth and numbers of people struggles with their written ability. Third one, no personal touch. Written communication does not take personal touch as such sentiments could not pass in the desired manner. Fourth one, lengthy and less retention. Written communication is used with a view of complete information and explanation. The message becomes very lengthy and the receiver does not read the message carefully. That's all. Thank you everyone for giving your valuable time.
And now Anisha and Pratay are going to make their presentation. And on the basis of their presentation, Mahi, Gaurav, Anisha and Pratay, I would be asking questions to other people also. So please listen to whatever they are saying. You should be able to answer questions. What is the delay?
Internet problem, that's why here and there is coming message not to share and reply.
Good morning, ma'am, and everyone.
Continue.
Good morning, ma'am. Firstly, I would like to thank Sanjana ma'am to giving me this golden opportunity to present a presentation on this very important topic. Today, we will talk about the advantages and disadvantages of oral and written communication. I will be covering the advantages and disadvantages of written communication, and Pratay will cover the advantages and disadvantages of oral communication. So let's start with advantages of written communication. The first advantage is it is suitable for long distance communication and repetitive standing orders. Means by written communication, we can write letters for long distance, our relatives or any members of our family. The second advantage is it creates permanent record of evidence. If we write any letter or anything, if we give it in a written communication, then it is for permanent. The third one is it gives the receiver sufficient time to think, act, and react. The fourth one is it can be used as legal document. And fifth one is it can be sent to many persons at a time. Now, I'm going to discuss the disadvantages of written communication. The first disadvantage is impersonality. That is, written communication is less personal than oral communication, make it less ideal for emotional messages. The second one is possibility of miscommunication. The third one is lack of instantaneous feedback. The fourth one is cost, material, and storage. Means if we write a written communication, it requires paper, pen, and whatever material we use for writing. And last one is liability. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of written communication. Now I would like to call Pratay for further presentation.
Thank you, Anisha, for giving this great opportunity. And now, advantages of oral communication. So first of all, the advantages of oral communications are, first advantage of oral communication is immediate feedback. In oral communication, we can talk to anyone and he feel that immediate action and he take the immediate action. But in a written communication, we write it, and after that, because in a oral communication, just like as here we are in class, if I have any doubt, I ask you a question with you and you give an answer immediately. But in a physical expression also. Yeah. Yes. Attitude. But in oral communication, the feedback is not oral communication feedback. It is very important. This is only important. Oral communication. So here, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. This can be verbally or this can be non-verbal. Feedback cannot be non-verbal. Yes. This is in written. Yes, ma'am. And the second advantage of oral communication is time saving. Yeah, it is right that in oral communication there is a time saving because we without anything in the shop and we have any complaint just in a oral communication we communicate directly. So this is yeah. Because if the employee have any problem, you directly talk with the manager, and manager can fulfill their demand and and time taken. Meet takes. Yes. 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 Yes, ma'am. And the third and the important, yeah. And the third and most important point is economical. Yet oral communication is very economical because in this oral communication we cannot write any email, we cannot use a paper, pen, pencil, and many other. We do not. Acha, haan, you are right. And the fourth point is personal touch. In oral communication, we can talk with anyone in a personal manner, just like as me and you. And fifth point is flexibility. In the oral communication, there is personal means supervisor. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I think you're mute. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
मैम आप म्यूट है मैम.
Yeah. I was explaining how communication is important, how non-verbal feedback is important, and while Pratay is making a presentation, I'm talking about explaining with examples how it is important, how oral communication is important, and what is feedback. And feedback can come in the form of non-verbal communication. Continue, Pratay.
And the next point is the flexibility. Flexibility means we can change our topic, we can change our what we can say in the morning. It is called the flexibility, but it is not possible in the
No,
written communication.
flexibility means supposing I'm explaining something. If you have
Yes, ma'am.
understood this, I can use another example. I have to be flexible.
Yes.
एक
Flexible.
और एग्जाम्पल दे करके आपको समझा सकते हैं, ये समझ में नहीं है. Have to be flexible. Like if I'm talking to you, if I'm explaining something to you, I can give you examples. And if you do not understand one thing, I can give you other examples. I have got to be flexible in my communication to make things clear. Because communication is all about clarity. अगर इस तरह से समझ में नहीं आया, तो I will use a different example to make you understand. This is flexibility. It is not that अब मॉर्निंग में आपने कुछ और कहा, शाम में आप कुछ और कहेंगे.
Yes, ma'am. और वही है.
वही नहीं है. Flexibility means you have to be flexible. You have to bend down. Communication is flexibility. Supposing I've used some technical
And-
terms you have not understood. Then the feedback is, come again, I did not understand. The instructions were not understood. So I will repeat it again. I have to be flexible. Right?
And the next one is group communication. In the oral communication, we all the employer joined, and they can just like as a 3D group discussion. We can say that in a group discussion, every member talk in a topic, every member join in a topic, but it is not possible in the written communication. Now the disadvantage of oral communication. First point is poor retention, and the second point is no record. There is no record in the oral communication, but in written communication the record is possible. And the third point is time consuming, and the fourth point is misunderstanding.
Time consuming.
Yes, ma'am, explain that. So, ma'am, misunderstanding means, ma'am, in oral communication, there is more than misunderstanding with the employee and. But in written communication, there is no misunderstanding. And the next point is lack of responsibility. In oral communication, there is a very lack of responsibility, but in written. Because ma'am, in oral communication, ma'am.
Because if there is a grapevine, gossip. What is grapevine?
क्या ma'am?
Grapevine क्या चीज होता है?
Great point.
Informal communication in an organization, basically it is triggered by any gossip. कोई gossip है जो कि किसी ने बोला और फिर वो पूरे जगह फैल जाता है, और this is called a grapevine. Right? Grapevine में it is very difficult to trace down who started it. कौन किसने स्टार्ट किया ये बोलना मुश्किल हो जाता है. So in oral communication you will not know who said. मैंने नहीं कहा, मैं किसी ने तो कहा होगा. So that is why you cannot track down who said what.
Now thank you everyone for listening me, and thank you Sanjana ma'am for giving me this great opportunity to present this presentation in front of whole class, and thank you ma'am.
Next time you make a presentation, be sure to be very clear in your approach with examples. Right? Otherwise, ठीक है, it's okay. And those who have not done the presentation, they have to do it in the next class.
एग्जांपल नहीं देने के पीछे रीजन था मैम. फर्स्ट टाइम आप कम्युनिकेशन फ्रेम को बनाए तो उसमें हम एग्जांपल दिए तो आप बोले थे कि बहुत लेंथी बनाया.
नहीं हमें तो टाइम दे रहा है बिकॉज पीपीटी का मतलब है ना कि यू हैव टू मेक थिंग्स, यू हैव टू बी फ्लेक्सिबल. मैंने एक लाइन कहा है उसको बहुत लोग नहीं समझेंगे, बट नए बच्चे हैं जो नहीं जानेंगे तो दे आल्सो राइटिंग थिंग्स डाउन. दैट इज व्हाई आई टोल्ड यू टू मेक नोट्स. एंड मैंने ये नहीं कहा कि एग्जाम क्लियर नहीं होना चाहिए. पॉइंट्स दीजिए बट पॉइंट्स को एक्सप्लेन कीजिए विद एग्जाम्पल्स. स्लाइड्स कम कर दो, पॉइंट्स मत कम करो. 45 students in class. 45 plus how many other? 10.